Let me tell you something most people won't say out loud. A woman doesn't stop being beautiful just because the candles on her cake keep adding up. In fact, scientifically, the more candles you have, the hotter you get. Okay, bad jokes aside, some of the most magnetic, graceful, and quietly captivating women I've ever met weren't in their 20s. They were in their 60s, 70s, even beyond that. But I get it. Life gets noisy. The world tends to shine the spotlight on younger faces, while the rest of us just keep showing up, taking care of others, handling what needs to be done. And somewhere along the way, it's easy to forget that you're still deeply, powerfully attractive. Not because of makeup or measurements, but because of presence, wisdom, confidence, the way you carry yourself without even trying. That kind of beauty doesn't fade, it deepens. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through 5 subtle signs that you still turn heads, whether anyone said it recently or not. These aren't shallow compliments or cheesy pickup lines. They're real observations, real signals, the kind that show up in everyday moments and say far more than words ever could. So if you've ever wondered, do people still see me like that? I hope this video answers you with a gentle but firm, yes, they do. Stick around until the end, because sign number 5 is something you can start doing today, and it just might shift how you see yourself. As you listen, try to think of someone you know that might need to hear this. Let's begin. Sign number 1. Younger men seem drawn to you, even if they don't say it out loud. You might not think much of it, but have you noticed how some younger men seem to linger a little longer in conversation? How they light up when you speak, or seem just a bit more relaxed around you than they do with their peers? That's not an accident, and it's not just good manners. It's attraction of a different kind. You carry something they may not even know how to name, a calm confidence, a quiet elegance, the kind of presence that doesn't demand attention, but somehow gets it anyway. Younger men are often drawn to older women who seem grounded, who don't play games, who speak with warmth and live with intention. They laugh more freely around you. They lean in. They ask for your opinion, not out of obligation, but because they genuinely want to hear it. It's not always romantic, but sometimes it is. And whether or not you see it, younger men are picking up on something that goes way beyond appearance. They feel your experience, your ease, your magnetism. Maybe you've brushed it off as politeness, but the truth is, when someone keeps finding reasons to stay near you, even if they never say why, they're responding to your presence. So the next time a younger man smiles just a little too long, or compliments you in that casually sincere way, don't dismiss it. Because what he might really be saying is, I feel something around you, and I like it. And that's not just charm, that's timeless appeal. Number 2, people compliment your style, scent, or presence. Even in passing, you might not think much of it, but when people keep saying things like, you always look so put together, or I love your perfume, they're not just being polite, they're noticing something much deeper. Because the truth is, in a world where many give up trying, a woman who still shows up polished, intentional, and proud of how she presents herself, she stands out. Not because she's trying to look younger, but because she respects herself. That kind of self-respect, it shows up in the details. The way your outfit fits just right, the subtle elegance of your fragrance, the way your hair is done not to impress, but to reflect who you are. You don't have to follow trends or dress like you're in your 30s. People aren't responding to your wardrobe. They're responding to your presence. When someone compliments how you carry yourself, your scent, your grace, your poise, what they're really saying is, I see you, and you make an impression. That kind of impression doesn't come from flashy outfits or designer bags. It comes from the quiet power of a woman who still shows up for herself. So the next time someone compliments your earrings, or the way you've styled your hair, or simply says, you look amazing today, don't wave it off. Because those little comments, they're clues. Clues that you're still radiating something people admire, even if they don't always have the words for it. Number 3, strangers hold eye contact just a little longer. You're walking through the store, ordering your coffee, waiting in line, just going about your day. And then you notice it, someone looking your way, not staring, not awkward, just lingering. long enough to make you wonder what they're seeing. Here's what they're seeing. You, not in the superficial sense, but in the way you hold yourself, the way you move, the quiet calm in your posture, the presence you bring into a space without needing to announce it. That kind of energy turns heads, not loudly, not dramatically, but in that subtle, second-glance sort of way that sticks with people. You might catch someone's eyes and exchange a soft smile, or notice someone holding your gaze before they quickly look away. You might think nothing of it, but it's not nothing. It's presence. It's magnetism. It's the kind of beauty that doesn't scream. It simply draws people in. And yes, it's attractive, especially when it comes from a woman who isn't performing for attention. She's just being herself. So if you find people glancing your way a little more often than feels random, or if someone's expression shifts when you make eye contact, don't ignore it. Smile. You're making an impression without saying a word. That's not about age, that's about presence. And that kind of quiet, unshakable presence, it's a form of beauty the world never forgets. Number 4, people ask for your advice or perspective without hesitation. It doesn't always start with a big question. Sometimes it's small. A friend casually brings up something personal. A younger coworker asks what you would do, or someone just sits near you, and before they even realize it, they're telling you their story. That kind of openness isn't random. It's a reaction to who you are. You carry something many people are drawn to, even if they can't quite explain it. Stability, warmth, wisdom. They're not coming to you just because you're smart. They're coming to you because you feel like a safe place. You don't jump in with quick fixes. You don't talk over people. You listen. You pause. And when you speak, your words carry weight. That kind of presence, especially in a woman, is magnetic. And whether people realize it or not, they're responding to more than just your insight. They're responding to your energy, to the calm, the clarity, the confidence you have earned over a lifetime. So when someone starts with, "Can I ask you something?" or says, "I don't know why I'm telling you this," that's your sign. You're not just respected, you're felt in a way that lingers. And here's the beautiful part. That emotional strength you carry, that gentle authority, it's not just admirable, it's deeply attractive. Because in a world full of noise, there's nothing more captivating than a woman who offers peace. Number 5, you carry yourself with quiet confidence. You don't have to be the center of attention. You don't need to speak the loudest or try to stand out. And yet, people notice when you walk into the room. That's not luck, that's presence. And it's one of the most quietly powerful things a woman can have. There's a kind of confidence that doesn't come from compliments or applause. It comes from experience, from years of showing up, figuring things out, getting back up, and learning who you are without needing anyone else's approval. And when a woman carries that kind of energy, it shows. It's in the way you hold yourself, the way you listen without needing to interrupt, the way you smile when it matters, and speak only when it feels worth saying. You don't rush, you don't chase, you simply are. And that simplicity, it's magnetic. People feel more grounded when you're around. They relax, they open up, because you carry a kind of calm that tells the world, "I know who I am and I don't need to prove it." That kind of quiet confidence can't be faked. It's not found in a mirror. It's something you earn over time, by living, losing, growing, and choosing grace over noise. And the best part? You may not even realize you're doing it. But others do. They feel it, they lean into it, and they remember it long after you've left the room. Because few things are more attractive than a woman who's finally, fully herself. So let's take a moment to look back. People feel at ease around you, especially younger women, because your presence is calm, real, and reassuring. They complement your style, your scent, your elegance. Not out of politeness, but because something about you stands out in a quiet, beautiful way. You catch longer glances, moments of connection that say more than words ever could. Proof that your energy still lingers. Others seek your insight, your stories, your perspective, because they sense that you've lived and that your wisdom is worth listening to. And above all, you carry yourself with confidence. Not loud, not showy, just steady. unshakable, real. If even one of these signs felt familiar, don't brush it off. You're still turning heads, not by trying to be who you used to be, but by fully becoming who you are. Because beauty after 60, it's not about what time has taken away. It's about everything it's left behind. Grace, depth, presence, power. If this resonated with you, drop a comment below. Tell us what's something you've gained with age that you never had when you were younger. And don't forget to subscribe to Elders Almanac, where growing older means growing stronger, wiser, and never fading quietly into the background. Thanks for watching. Stay graceful, stay grounded, stay you. And as always, stay strong